cause we thinking the same thing. We on the same page cause we sipping the same drink. Now here's a little something to thank y'all for showing up. Al Dean and the boys are about to blow it up. When the lights come on and everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing every word to every song of the girl they're taking tonight.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers in today's game, it's a battle between two teams who come in with opposite win-loss totals on the year. It's the Panthers going up against the Packers. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. They come out here in the eye. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Their big-bodied receiver with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And his kick is right through. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass is incomplete. And the offense on the field for the first time today, and they were high-powered a week ago.
And they're beginning to believe that they've established a groove. They expect those type of performances each and every week. Running it, throwing it, they're precise.
No, Jack, Patriot. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is taken at the 18. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down. go as they take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And the defense comes onto the field for the first time, and it is a unit that struggled a week ago.
So they're looking for a fast start, Brandon. Can they create a turnover early? Can they take the ball away? That's what this unit's looking for to get back on the beam.
He'll look to throw. He sets to fire. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go! Let's go, Jack!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Out of the gun now on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
This is brought in at the 21. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They come out here in the eye. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Let's go!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
10 yards still left on second down. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now let's go. Green.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff working right, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne...
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change. As long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football.
Give me the ball.
And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. He's got his man on the crossing route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Back to throw now on 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to go up top again. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting getting set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
On play action, they'll throw. Surveying the field. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Green 39! Green 39!
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. All week in practice, they stress grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Hurry up, here we go!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Panthers will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go. Now let's go. Back there, Philly. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. He'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete here.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. They'll look to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
That's taken on the 25. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Another pistol look here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going for the deep ball. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick And it's third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, standing right around the midfield stripe. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now 3 straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go now. Go on now. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw again. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Carolina first.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun now on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back here right after this. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Back to throw. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take this across the 25 Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they're going to speed things up here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He'll drop to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And his kick is good. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Going right side here, and that's complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. They find some open field here. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went in the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. And quickly they get to the line. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll set up to throw. And his pass incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they're able.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Here we go now. No, check.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Second down now after the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down following the run.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Back to throw here. This will be caught at the 2. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. And the Panthers coming out now. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up.
That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
And how about the big guy getting down the middle of the field and making a huge play on a post pattern? And what was fun for him and for the guy throwing the football is that's a big body guy who can run, and they throw it up, and they have great confidence that somehow he's going to come down with the football. And that's exactly what he just did.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Carolina getting set to take the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they're going to speed things up here.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. 19 yards that time for number 19. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football. But today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Back to throwing, and he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
No, check, Patriot.
And quickly, they get to the line.
Back there. Now let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
That is caught at the 7. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
No. Check. Patriot. Set.
They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up third and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit. All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And my goodness, another interception. And a loose football.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. The one running back is Gurley. They'll look to throw. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he puts it through. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They come out here in the I. They go back to the air here after the INT. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he powers his way up past the 30. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And taken at the 46. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And that's a big pickup on the 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag.
Here we go now. All right now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he comes back with one complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
And he gets this one 20-yard line.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a scapegoat for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw here. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And this looks to probably be the final play.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.